Hello everyone, my name is Winters and welcome back to this Let's Play series of Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. We are continuing on pretty much exactly from where we left off. The only difference is I picked up this order off camera. It is an experience order and we already have this one in the garage from a previous episode. So before we go any further, we are going to check to see if there are any more experience orders. And if there aren't, we're going to dismiss them like so. Which there aren't. Okay. So, I tell you what, this one has been in the garage the longest, so we'll work on this one. So let's take a ganders. Oh, wow. A lot of stuff to be discovered there. Right, the job is this. Oh, this is a story mission. This isn't an experience order. Alright, this is a limited edition Kieran. At the price that I've paid for it, it was practically a steal. The problem is, it sat in a barn for a while. Check it out, see if it was a great find or just a piece of junk. Either way, please fix it up for me. Money is no issue here, just make it pretty. Then we have to repair or replace body parts, and we have to change and drain the oil. Okay, so first things first, we're going to try and put it on the test path. Which it can't because the car can't start. So we're going to move it to lifter A. Alright, so as always we'll get it up on the first stage. We'll pop the hood. And we'll run some diagnostics. We'll do some testing. Wow, that engine does not look like it's in good condition at all. So first up, we're going to check the tires. So we'll break out the tire thread tester. Just for the sake of thoroughness. Because you never know. Right, average enough across the board. Next up, we're going to break out the old multimeter and check the electronics. Right, starter needs replacing, everything else is average enough. Okay, so that's why it won't start. Next, we're going to do a compression test. Even though the starter won't work. It's funny how we can do a compression test. I would imagine we're going to find absolutely nothing. Everything's average across the board. Next we're going to... It probably doesn't have an OBD port, which it doesn't. So that just leaves a fuel pressure test. And we're probably going to get fuel filter and fuel pump. Fuel rail, fuel filter needs replacing, fuel pump is fine. Okay, let's see, right, let's mark off the bits that we have found, which is very little. So we're getting down to stripping. Right, this intake manifold and the throttle need replacing anyway, we can see that, so let's pull those off. Okay, fuel filter needs replacing, ABS module, that doesn't look like it's in great condition. Oh, it's average, alright, let's put it back on. Apparently it doesn't need replacing. Trying to get a look at the front here. Alternator's average. Oil filter needs replacing. Gearbox needs replacing. Do you know what we're going to do? We're going to start working underneath the car. That's what we'll do. And actually, we'll drain the oil here now so that we don't forget about it. Since we know that has to be done. Okay, let's get the oil filter out. Oil filter I4. Damn, the starter had to come off from above. Shit! I hate it when I do that. Off you come. Because we have to get the gearbox off. Alright, so next we'll get the drive shaft off. Next is the gearbox. Gearbox I4RWD. I will probably not remember that. I might. Who knows? This all looks average enough. Yeah, and yeah, okay, so nothing else has to come off there. Right. I think wheels next. We'll get those off because there's definitely some suspension issues that we have to solve. Let's get this one off here at this side. Right. Now, let's do some inspections. Everything's average. Nothing major that needs replacing. Now, if this was my car, I would probably replace the whole damn lot. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. I suppose money. That's the big thing, isn't it? You know, it depends on how you're doing for money. If money is an issue for you, then you mightn't. Rubber bushing, we can't test that. Alright, let's do inspections over here on this side. Again, everything is average across the board. There's nothing major that needs replacing. Well, shit. So that probably means we need to start stripping the engine. So I was wrong about that. Let's take a look down the back here. Oh, look at that. Axle needs replacing. Knuckle needs replacing. Alright, okay. We found where the majority of the problems are. It's all down the back here. I would say. Yep. Alright, now we'll check this side, see what it's like. Alright, so let's take off the other wheel. And we'll inspect these parts. Okay, all needs to be stripped down here. Yep, it's all down the back. Right, let's mark off what we have discovered. Which is a good bit, actually. Granted, there's still a fair bit left to be discovered, which probably means it's going to be in the engine bay. So we have a lot of stripping to do there. Alright. Now, those shocks look like they need replacing. Indeed they do. Rubber bushing is fine. Let's get these U-bolts out. Yep. All needs doing. Since we have to replace the axle, we have to take apart everything anyway, so we're not losing or wasting time here. See what this rubber bushing is like. Yeah, it needs replacing as well. Alright, now we'll get on to this brake caliber. Right, okay. Shit, I should have taken note of what sort of axle that was. Coil spring rear drive axle. Okay, so we'll go for spring. Coil spring rear drive axle. I think we need 2 of these. I think we need 2 of these. We need 2 of these. Actually, we need 4 of these, not 2. What else do we need? We need hub. Actually, you know, I don't know which one it is. Is it hub 3? Is it hub 2, 3, or 4? We'll come back to that. We'll just start putting stuff back together. Alright, rear shock absorber B. Right. Rear axle knuckle housing C. Rear axle knuckle housing C. Housing C. Rear axle knuckle housing C. We need 2 of them. Shock absorber B, wasn't it? And we need 2 of them. And we need 2 of these. Wheel hub 3. Alright, that's good. We've got that. Oh, we already had a spring cap. Oh well. Won't go to waste. Solid axle control arm. Wheel hub 3 and solid axle control arm. Hub 3, we need 2 of them. And I think if I type control... Yep. Let's pick up some rubber bushings. I probably have enough. So we'll only pick up like 4. Yeah. I thought I picked up 4 of the U-bolts. Apparently I didn't. Well, that sucks. Second-hand ones can go in here. What's next? Brake disc. Apparently second-hand ones can go in. Brake pads. Second-hand ones. And a new caliber. Alright, we need new brake calibers. Brake calibers. And we'll pick up 2 along with cylinders. And there was something else. Oh yeah, U-bolts. So spring. Okay, that's that side done. Now we'll move over to the far side. We are cruising here, getting all this done. Okay, now we'll get the knuckle housing, followed by the wheel hub, and then the drive axle. Oh, wait a minute, no. We're putting in second-hand drive axle, because that did not need to be replaced, as far as I can remember. Next, the brake disc. Once again, we're going for second-hand, because it didn't need replacing. Second-hand pads, and a new caliber. Wonderful. Alright, let's mark off what we've done. Excuse me. And we will have a better idea of what is left to be done once we mark all this stuff off. But everything should be done down the back, or damn close to it anyway. I still see... Did I not put a new one on there? I thought I did. Why is that? Did I miss something? Ah, there we are, yeah. I did miss. Right, that is the back all done. Fuel pump. Did that need... No, it didn't. Alright, fuel pump can go back in. Right, we'll leave the wheels for now. And we'll move up the front. So... what's the best way to tackle this? Let's take off... We've already drained the oil. We'll take off the sump. And we'll do some inspections here to see if we can find what needs replacing. Alright, so it's none of the pistons. Now that's not to say that the piston ring... Well, no, the piston rings should have been found in the test. Right. So we can drop the car, and I guess we'll just start stripping from the top. But before we do that, let's have a look at the air filter, because I would imagine that's one of the items, and indeed it is, that needs replacing. So at least we found that. Right. Belt is fine. Belt is fine. I'm gonna strip down to the timing. Ah! Go back, you bastard. Alright, everything so far is good. Wow, there's nothing in the timing. Right, okay, so that's we're looking like maybe spark plugs, which so far are average across the board. Spark plugs this side, no. All right, engine head cover, you're coming off. Camshaft, let's do some visual inspections. I'm running out of ideas. Brake servo, wow, that needs replacing. It doesn't need replacing, son of a bitch. How many more items do we have to discover? Oil filter, here, that needs replacing. Oh, we found everything. Ah, right, okay, so since those few bits that we've taken off, we have discovered what they are. Sweet, okay. Well, that means then that we can start putting back together and purchasing the replacement parts. Wonderful, wonderful. Second-hand spark plugs go back in. No need to replace them. Okay. Let's get the timing and all that back together. Since there is nothing there that needs replacing. And that's that. Next we're going to take out this old air filter. If I remove the part instead of trying putting it back on, that will make a big difference. Alright, it's just a plain old air filter. Ignition wires. Let's find out what those are. I4SOHC. Ignition wires. There's the air filter. Ignition wires. I4SOH. There we are. Sweet. Get those in. Now we'll get the air filter in. And the cover back on. And the clips. Son of a bitch. Get on there. Okay, next is intake manifold I4 MPI. Intake manifold. Intake manifold IMPI. Intake manifold I4 MPI. There we go. Wonderful. Throttle I4 and fuel rail MPI. Throttle. Where are you, little son bitch? Ah, there it is. I4 and fuel rail. Fuel rail MPI. Fuel rail MPI. There it is. It's almost the last one, isn't it? Alright, we are looking good. Damn, I forgot to get a fuel filter. Do we need a fuel filter? We do need a fuel filter. Okay, let's get that. Fuel filter. Oil filter was an I4, wasn't it? Just make use of the journey while we're in the store. Okay, that should be everything up here. So next, we can raise her up. We can get the sump back on. Wonderful, wonderful. Next, we need the gearbox. So it's an I4 RWD. Gearbox. Gearbox I4 RWD. Gearbox I4 CDE. There it is there. And we can get the drive shaft back on. Oh, we need a new drive shaft. Shit, I think I just seen it there as well. Let's go back. Front drive shaft. Ah, no. Oh, here it is. Yeah, there it is. Sweet. Save us searching for it. I'll take it for sure. I think that's the first time I have to replace a drive shaft. I don't think I've ever had to replace one of those before. It's definitely not a common item. Now, the starter is just an ordinary starter, right? I think we can put the wheels back on. Alright. We are almost done with this job. Excellent. Alright, we'll drop her down. And we'll bring her down all the way since we're nearly finished. Starter. Just an ordinary starter. I am in the engine bay, you stupid son of a bitch. Alright, and finally some oil. Excellent. Right, now we're going to mark off everything. We'll see if there's anything that we've missed. And no, it looks like it's all. Oh, there's the body parts. Right. Okay. So the mechanical stuff is done. Now it's just the body parts. So let's make a list. We need a left tail light. So left tail light. We need a rear window. We need a front left door window. Front left door window. Front right door window. Front right door window. Rear left door window. Rear left door window. And we need a front window. Front window. Right. And the car is, I better write that down. Salem, Kieran. Okay. So out we go, and we're going into the body shop. And we're searching for Salem Kieran. Sweet. Right, so we need left tail light. There you are. Man, that's an old car. We need a rear window. There it is. Front left door window. And a front right door window, which is right there. Rear left door window. And front window, otherwise known as a windscreen. And that's it. Sweet. Well, it looks like the parts are actually already out of it. Okay, so we that makes it much easier on me. Much easier. It's mainly windows, isn't it? All the windows are gone out of it. Is that all of it? It is. Sweet. Okay, so we spent 4,500 on parts, and we're getting just over 12,000 back in payout. And that's the job complete. Right, before we go any further, we're going to see if there's any experience orders for us to pick up. Probably not, since they're all money bonus. Nope. Alright, that's fair enough. I might pick up an extra one or two off camera. And we'll work on those in our next episode. Anyway, thanks a million for watching, folks. I hope you all enjoyed this one. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Do all that good stuff. It means a lot to me, and it makes a difference for the channel and for the videos themselves. So thank you all so much for your support. Anyway, my name is Winters, and I'll catch you next time. So until then, take care.